Hi, I'm Kathy Lembo, President and CEO of South Bay Community Services. For nearly 50 years, SBCS has been dedicated to supporting the well-being and prosperity, the healing and success of children, youth, and families in San Diego. Through comprehensive and coordinated services and support in these 4 areas of focus, SBCS helps individuals and communities reach their full potential, touching the lives of more than 50,000 each year. SBCS Family Violence Support Services help those experience domestic violence with trauma-informed services and emergency response in partnership with local police jurisdictions. Survivors receive support, including safety planning, counseling, emergency housing, and referrals for legal services and other resources. Our team remains diligent in providing services despite the challenges of COVID-19, with virtual solutions utilized when effective. Please visit our website or contact Annalicia McKee, Director of our Family Violence Support Services Program, for more information about services and partnership opportunities. Thank you for all you do to support the healing and success of survivors of domestic violence.
Since 1969, Center for Community Solutions has been providing hope, healing, and prevention to survivors of intimate partner violence, sexual violence, and stalking in San Diego County. And even though things may look a bit different in 2020, we're still here for you. With our 24-hour hotline, emergency shelter, legal services, counseling, sexual assault advocacy, and prevention education. From all over San Diego, we're in this together, and we're here for you. For resources and support around intimate partner or sexual violence, contact our 24-hour hotline at 888-385-4657 or visit us online at www.ccsd.org.
Hello, everybody. Officer Gina Llamas with County of San Diego Probation here. It is an absolute honor to be here with you today. Thank you, each and every one of you, for all of the wonderful work that you do in an effort to eradicate domestic violence. During COVID, I know that everyone's been challenged in ways that they probably never imagined, and it is indeed heartwarming to see that people are rising to the occasion and providing services during COVID while taking precautionary measures to ensure everybody's safety. Rest assured that my department is certainly not the exception. County of San Diego Probation continues to provide services, and we definitely take all precautionary measures in an effort to ensure the safety and health and well-being of everybody, all parties involved. Thank you so very much again for being here today. And please don't hesitate to reach out to the San Diego Domestic Violence Council as needed. We're here for you, and thank you for everything that you do.
Hello everyone, this is Southern Indian Health Council's Perseverance Department at 4058 Willows Road, Alpine, California. We can be reached at 619-445-1188.
We assist survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking with emergency services, rental assistance, and transitional housing. We provide education and prevention throughout our community with virtual webinars and contactless services due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Together we heal by supporting our Native American and non-Native community with the alliance of our outside partners. All of Southern Indian Health Council proudly stand against domestic violence, human trafficking, dating violence, and sexual assault.
We can be reached at 619-445-1188. Thank you very much. And check us out on Facebook.
Hi, the Cahuilla Consortium consists of 3 tribes: Cahuilla, Santa Rosa, and Los Coyotes. It's a non-profit organization that works with survivors of crime. Our program offers assistance with transitional housing, emergency shelter, food, clothing, therapy, safety planning, assistance with restraining orders, and reimbursement for items lost or damaged due to a crime.
As part of the Cahuilla Consortium Victim Advocacy Program's multidisciplinary team, mental health team members provide trauma-informed, evidence-based treatment to adult survivors of domestic violence. Once basic psychological and safety needs are met, mental health services can help a survivor achieve an increased sense of emotional well-being by processing trauma, grieving any related losses, restoring and engaging in meaningful activities, and making connections in their communities.
Our process at CUIA Consortium has changed to maintain the safety of our staff and clients due to COVID-19. We currently offer therapy services via a telehealth platform. We can complete and file restraining orders and civil harassment orders by phone. We do still meet with clients. However, we do require that both the advocate and client wear a mask and maintain social distancing guidelines.
Go bags are available to clients in need of items immediately after fleeing a dangerous situation. We understand how difficult it may be for survivors to leave all their possessions behind, but we want to convey that material items can be replaced, but a life cannot.
Hello, I'm Mary Kay, CEO of Crisis House in El Cajon. For 50 years, Crisis House has been making a difference in the lives of 5,000 people annually from our landmark resource center in El Cajon. In 2019, we ended homelessness for 508 people with more than 330 children. We are the largest provider of housing in the East County and one of the largest in San Diego County for families with children fleeing domestic violence. Our 4 Journey programs offer a comprehensive continuum of housing services that include prevention, rental assistance to remain housed, short-term emergency shelter in hotels, transitional housing, and permanent housing with rental assistance called rapid rehousing. Case managers and our clinicians are trauma-informed, and a dedicated housing locator facilitates the lease-up process and housing placement process. Our exciting new program offering called Camp Hope America San Diego meets the special needs of children who've been traumatized by domestic violence in the home. Camp Hope offers a unique year-round trauma-informed mentorship and campership program free of cost for 125 low-income families annually in San Diego. Crisis House is the designated point of entry for the Regional Homeless Housing Placement System, and our East County Housing Connection program provides 2 rapid rehousing programs that ended homelessness for more than 51 households last year. Our mobile outreach team provides hygiene kits, waters, protein snacks, and life-saving services to more than 600 unsheltered citizens each year. Crisis House also hosts Project Homeless Connect East County, and we host the annual point in time count for the homeless. Thank you very much for Alliance Healthcare Foundation for this opportunity.
Since 1974, WRC has worked to end gender-based violence, help victims escape and rebuild their lives after abuse, achieve economic independence, and stop the cycle of violence in our community through victim empowerment and education of the next generation. WRC is founded on the spirit, strength, and passion of the 5 incredible women that started this agency over 45 years ago. Their dedication and drive to start a rape crisis center for victims set the tone for the force WRC continues to be today.
My favorite part about being a case manager is that I'm able to help individual clients rebuild their lives for their families. I provide them with the right tools so that they can go, let's say it could be legal services, counseling, emergency food, emergency hygiene, emergency clothing, vouchers for a thrift store, transitional housing, shelters, anything that they need so that they can heal themselves. I love working with WRC because sometimes they tell me that I inspire them. It's just like I'm there holding their hand and making them feel that, hey, I'm here for you, I'll support you in any way as possible.
Today, WRC provides crisis intervention, emergency food and clothing, safety planning, shelter, transitional housing, advocacy, counseling, DV support group, children's services, legal services, 52-week court-ordered classes, case management, 24-hour crisis hotline, community education, prevention and outreach, volunteer opportunities, Sexual Assault Response Team, Domestic Violence Support Group. At the highest level, WRC believes all people deserve to live a life free from the crimes of domestic violence and sexual assaults. By providing quality supportive services for victims and prevention education for our community, we believe we can be agents in stopping the cycle of violence. Together, we can revive courage and empower the lives of survivors impacted by abuse.
Hello, my name is Mark Vizzola, and I am the Directing Attorney of California Indian Legal Services Escondido office. I want to thank you for inviting us to tell you a little bit about our organization in honor of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. CILS is one of the oldest not-for-profit law firms in the country specializing in Indian and tribal law. We have assisted tribes and Native American individuals in a variety of legal matters over the past 5 decades. And despite our physical office currently being closed due to COVID-19 restrictions, we remain on duty and available to serve and assist individuals who are experiencing domestic violence, sexual assault, and/or stalking and need legal assistance. Our work for these individuals includes court accompaniment, filing restraining orders, preparing individuals for trials and mediation, and anything else that might be connected to a domestic violence situation. If there's one thing that I've learned in my time working in Native American communities, it is that they are all about healing. Healing the mind, healing the body, but also healing the community. And that is how we at CILS think of this kind of work. We don't turn anybody away on the basis of race, tribal affiliation, or income. So if you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence or has experienced domestic violence, sexual assault, and/or stalking and needs legal assistance, I encourage you to contact us at 800-743-8941 or check out our website at www.calindian.org. Stay well, and thank you for this opportunity.
Hi, my name is Penny Jacobo. I'm the chair of the Meth and Families Committee of the Meth Strike Force and the San Diego Domestic Violence Council. In this committee, we have representatives from county agencies such as Adult Protective Services, the Sheriff's Department, and Behavioral Health Services, community organizations such as SAY San Diego and Southern Indian Health Council, and others such as HIDA. We work collaboratively to develop awareness, make recommendations for policy and programming solutions surrounding the intersects between family violence and substance use. Recently, we have released a newsletter highlighting local services and giving a voice to those who have successfully completed treatment. For more information, please visit the San Diego DV Council website at www.sddvc.org or the Meth Strike Force at www.no2meth.org. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Maria Garcia with Interfaith Shelter Network, a homeless service provider. I'm the program manager for El Nido, Domestic Violence Transitional Housing Program.
And I'm Francisca Ginesta, case manager for El Nido program.
Even during COVID, El Nido continues to provide case management, counseling, help with budgeting, housing search, and parenting skill classes. We partner with many other organizations so that our clients can address every possible barrier so that they can become successful heads of households for their children.
We are deeply grateful to our many old and new community partners. They have stepped up to provide extra help with things like food, PPE, products, and financial assistance.
Our recent experiences with COVID-19 has provided us opportunity to come together in new ways to help families recovering from domestic violence. With all the strength in our community, we can't fail to heal together.
San Diego Volunteer Lawyer Program serves as a bridge between pro bono attorneys and vulnerable San Diegans who need assistance in civil domestic violence cases. We assist in all stages of restraining order cases, from drafting the necessary paperwork to file for a restraining order to representing clients at the restraining order hearings. We have restraining order clinics at the North County, Central, and East County courthouses where litigants can get legal advice and help with document and hearing preparation, all of which is being done virtually during the pandemic, but will be resuming to in-person assistance soon. We also offer webinars to help prepare litigants with their virtual hearings. Our clients come to us in a time of crisis and they receive the legal support they need to navigate what can oftentimes be an overwhelming legal system. The assistance of an attorney can make all the difference in a restraining order case, as the attorney will help draft client statements in a clear and concise manner, can help gather evidence that might otherwise be overlooked by the litigant, and will provide the emotional support needed for domestic violence survivors to follow through with obtaining their protective orders. On behalf of the clients we assist, thank you so much for your support of SDVLP.
Hello, my name is Stacy Zeitlin, and I'm the Vice President for Community Impact at San Diego Humane Society. I want to start by thanking you for all you do to support our community. Together we heal through collaboration and partnerships. For those of you with pets, you know what an important part of the family they are. This is no different for those fleeing domestic violence. In fact, their pets are often a huge source of comfort, stability, and love, helping them deal with unthinkable acts of violence and giving them the courage to survive. However, pets are also a barrier to leaving, often providing the abuser with a tool to gain power, threatening the pet with harm or even death. Many won't leave when their pet is threatened, and when they do escape with their pets, they will often decline services, living in their cars since so few shelters are pet-friendly. While we would love for all the shelters to be pet-friendly, allowing survivors to remain and heal with their pets, in the meantime, there are resources available. San Diego Humane Society offers an extensive resource list, pet supplies, limited vet care, and emergency boarding. Other organizations provide databases for pet-friendly housing options, temporary pet boarding, safe parking lots, funds for pet boarding fees, and even grants for shelters to create pet-friendly options. Thanks again for all you do, and remember that together we heal, especially with our pets.
18 years ago, License to Freedom and its staff committed to meet the needs of refugee and immigrants, survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, and stalking, offering crisis intervention, legal services, mental health, education, and prevention services. It takes a whole community to transfer people from being victim to survivor and to thriver. During COVID-19, we have seen alarming increase of domestic violence. We never closed this office. We will remain open to offer in-person services.
We have a whole team of therapists and advocates here who walk alongside our clients to support them in what often is the hardest time of their lives.
As an agency interested in community healing, we find that our ethics of care for each other support our work with our clients.
For more information, please call us at 619-401-2800 or visit our website, licensetofreedom.org.
We hope this message finds you well. Operation for Hope Foundation is a proud MOU partner of the San Diego Domestic Violence Council. As a nonprofit, we are dedicated to raising awareness in the prevention of domestic violence and providing emergency funding to victims in immediate need. Being confined to home is a dangerous place for many domestic violence victims and is a perfect storm for violent behavior behind closed doors. Throughout the pandemic, Operation for Hope Foundation is working closely with our community partner agencies as we continue to have our doors open for services. To keep everyone in the community updated, the San Diego District Attorney's Office has created a resources list of available services for domestic violence survivors and their children. This list is updated often and includes the Operation for Hope Foundation Hope Fund program. As we stand together in honoring and remembering lives lost in San Diego to intimate partner violence during National Domestic Violence Awareness Month, we are saying we will never forget, and we stand committed to working together as we continue to strive and improve services and resources offered. We invite you to join us in healing our families, as no one can do it alone. To learn more about our Hope Fund and our upcoming virtual fundraiser on October 28th, visit us at www.operationforhope.org.
Hello everyone, my name is Lisbeth Perez and I am the chair of the BiNational Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Committee, and I'm really happy to share with all of you what we are about. We envision to create a cross-border region collaboration to prevent and end domestic violence and sexual assault while providing a path to safety and healing for all immigrants, refugees, asylum seekers, and BiNational victims and survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault. And we are really happy to have committed members who are working with us to provide training on sensitive and relevant cultural factors working with the multicultural and multinational populations. Also, we are creating a BiNational resource guide to increase awareness about domestic violence and resources for all immigrants across the border. And we're hoping to accomplish this with the collaboration of organizations in Mexico. Also, our third subcommittee works on research and policy change with amazing students from San Diego State who are helping us on research to advocate at the local and state levels to bring awareness to local gaps and needs in serving these populations. We are really happy to initiate this committee this year, and if you are interested to be part of this committee, please feel free to reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to share more about how you can get involved. And let's continue to work together because together we heal. Thank you.
Miu, hello and good afternoon. My name is Timothy Ruiz and I am a Victim Services Liaison for Strong-Hearted Native Women's Coalition, Inc. SHNWIC is a nonprofit, non-governmental tribal coalition that was funded in 2005 to bring awareness against sexual assault and domestic violence in Indian country. SHNWIC provides technical assistance, training, and education, emergency shelter, transitional housing, policy advocacy, and hosts awareness events. KEJA provides a safe home for Native victims and their children who are affected by domestic violence, sexual assault, dating violence, stalking, and sex trafficking. During this public safety crisis time, we have been able to provide additional services to support our clients. Together we heal by working with our agencies and tribal communities and continue to provide services. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Avery Bather and I use she, her pronouns.
Hello, my name is Crystal Wenzel. I also use she, her pronouns. We are really excited to welcome you to Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
We are the advocates and educators at California State University San Marcos.
My primary role is to offer confidential individual and group support to campus community members who are impacted by gender-based harm.
My primary role is ensuring our campus receives education focused on prevention, intervention, and creating a survivor-inclusive community. We welcome you to contact us at advocates@csusm.edu.
Although we are not physically together on campus right now,
we are still connected and hopeful, knowing that together we heal.
On behalf of the San Diego Family Justice Center, we are here to help you. If you are experiencing domestic violence, sexual assault, or sex trafficking, please call to speak to one of our confidential advocates. The San Diego Family Justice Center can help you with a variety of services, including creating an individualized safety plan. You can speak to an attorney, speak to a counselor, or perhaps have a forensic medical exam. The San Diego Family Justice Center is a safe place where you can rebuild your life.
For more than 40 years, CRC has been providing help to people who are hungry, homeless, and hurting. We have an array of domestic violence services for intervention and prevention. Services that have been amplified since and through COVID-19. If you need help, call us.
Together we help.
Together we protect.
Together we care.
Together we advocate.
Together we prevent.
Together we aspire.
Together we dream.
Together as a community, we heal.